what about a world where we rest? And so sometimes it's not the prettiest way to get there. I am not super proud of having to cancel something the same day. But my body and my mind is so much better for it. And so, do what's necessary. As long as, again, it's always, as long as you ain't harming nobody else and not harming yourself, then rest. Be selective. Be intentional with the places that you are going and giving your all to. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to have higher standards as you evolve in everything, especially where you require yourself energetically. As an introvert, it's really like, all right, this is my battery. This is my social battery. Where do I want all of this energetic juice to flow? Why do it in a place where I have to overexert, where the battery will fizzle out too soon? Why not do it in a space where it might not even notice that it was slowly going down? So that is for the most part what I had for you. As always, I am learning. There's still things that I really want to do. Business-wise, there's so many plans that I have and so many desires. It's seeing how to also pivot into something more easeful. And so, and another thing, there was a Twitter or meme or tweet, whatever you want to call it, but there was a message in this where it's like you're asking for a certain thing from the universe, right? But are the things that you are doing on a day-to-day basis that can be almost mindless, are they matching that vibration? Are you making space for that? What if you got everything today that you wanted? Would you be able to celebrate it, rest, then be able to put in the work to maintain whatever that thing is? You can't do it when you're cracking. When you're one extra overworked hour away from a holistic breakdown. And so I may have been repeating the same things from the last few weeks, but it's literally, it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to say no, to cancel, and saying no not only to others but yourself when you're doing too much, and I'm talking about myself, doing too much to compensate for what? And I think that's what I've been thinking about personally. It's what are we filling so much time with, and why? Because now where I am is I feel creative. I feel like I can write things. I feel lighter. And I haven't really written a lot in a long time, let alone brainstormed. And what harm that is. So that I am fully done with my care about yourself rant, and do it every day. I know, especially in the U.S. and a capitalistic society, a lot of us have these routines that we kind of stay on a hamster wheel about. But where are places that you can fit yourself in? Be it 5 minutes. Feeling overwhelmed, take 5 minutes and if you can go outside and there's like a little flower area, be in that moment. If, use time for you, since we have to go with it, right? Take some of that time and give it back to yourself. And so, as always, check out the links. I'll be having... My AC thing is loud, so if y'all hear it, I'm sorry, and I'm definitely not editing these. Voodoonauts links will be there. Also, like church announcements. I have one more class for the summer, so if anyone is interested, it's called A Language of Line Breaks, and that is going to be on the 14th of August. What else we got? If anyone is interested in my business, which is a crystal business, sells spiritual wellness things. I also saw that this month is Black Business Month, so find a Black business to support today, y'all. It can be me. Also the media app. So I'm gonna just put a whole bunch of links in the show notes. Check it out. Tell me your thoughts, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Yes. So I am always grateful that you all take the time to listen to what for me sometimes feels like madness. But know that I care about y'all. I appreciate you spending time with me. And hasta luego, mano. No te olvides que eres magia. Do not forget that you are magic. Pas oublier ou c'est magique. Thank you. Are you interested in unlimiting your healing journey? If so, please check out astrolizasix.com. Also in the show notes, if you want to begin your crystal collection, need a tarot reading for spiritual guidance, or a natal chart reading, the dates open up in next week, July 8th. So if you are interested in any of those things, we got decks, incense, sage, all of the things. Check out astrolizasix.com and reconnect to your inner healing. Also, I haven't done this in a minute. However, I have read some very, very dope books. And so if you are looking for anything interesting to read, then I recommend The Taking of Jake Livingston, Ophi's Ghost by Justina Ireland. The first one, I believe, is by Ryan Douglas. Blood is Magic, and those are all I can remember for now. So I just wanted to give that little tidbit for anybody who is looking for something to entertain the mind. And when in doubt, I also recommend LeVar Burton's podcast. I usually binge them when I'm in a reading slump. So if you need a little self-care or something, sitting and either listening or reading a book can help. The Sealy Challenge has begun, which is reading, for the most part, it's like reading a book a day, or just in general more poetry in this month. So, getting together any poetry books that you have or haven't collected, and reading more poetry for the month of August, which is the Sealy Challenge. So if I can find the info, I will also add that to the show notes. And like the auntie that I am accepting that I am, I keep coming back. So also, self-care highlight of the weekend as well is never underestimate reconnecting with homies and doing spontaneous fun things. As the world slowly starts closing it back, I wore a mask to this event. I'm vaccinated, all that good stuff, and stayed mostly with a mask. But it was Perreo Landia, I think it's called, or Perreo Land. And if you enjoy moving your body to a beat, also do that. A little like dance break or an evening of dancing, whether in your home or outside, as long as you try to take all the precautions, because all them alpha, theta, lambda, all them variants are real. And so it still is something where it's like being able to enjoy friends, company, dope music, wherever you're at. Have a party at the crib. Do not underestimate the place where you pay to live. But self-care is in so many ways, right? Like, there's not only one way to do it. Moving your body around and dancing like nobody is watching is its own kind of ritual and worship, at least for me. So shout out to anybody who's about that perreo life, because it is lit.
Thank you for listening to the show. Check out our Patreon, the website in the show notes. Rate, review, and subscribe or share with the homie. And don't forget that you are magic. No te olvides que eres magia. Pas oublier où c'est magique. Take care and see you next week.